It's better that you're curious. We're here in just a moment, guys. We'll just wait for a few more people to come in. We're not quite at the 3 o'clock Eastern time hour. Good to see Stefan, hey Mike, and Nilly's, and Eric's with us in the background. Athena, I see you. Ratan, welcome. Dirk, good to see you. Charles, Sinan, and there's a language I cannot pronounce, but welcome. John, Christopher, Ollie, George, Brian, MM, okay, Rick, Paul, Rickard, Paul, Siam, welcome guys, okay. There's still people coming in, guys, so we'll give it another minute or so. Hope everyone's seeing the new back office with Paraiba World. That looks pretty nice, huh? Okay, Stefan, I will, but.
Michael, do you need to co-host more?
Yeah, I'm going to be bringing up, I'm going to need to share my screen and things like that. I mean, that's all I really need to be doing. As long as everybody can hear me, we're good.
You can do so, no problem.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome.
I need to unmute Stefan, though. Are you unmuted? Okay. Good, good. Okay, it's 3 o'clock now, guys. We'll give it one more minute for people to jump in. I'm gonna bring up here. Okay. Stefan, can you give me a thumbs up? Can you see that okay? All right, very good. All right, where are we at here now? We've got 28, good, good. Keep it going. Guys, if you've got your a team, buzz them on Telegram, buzz them on WhatsApp, buzz them on Facebook, tell them to get in here. We've got all kinds of good stuff going on. And some new information, there's some new announcements. I'm sure some of you guys got that email that just went out recently about the new back office. And, you know, for some of you that are in Minerva, there's a Minerva mirroring happening right now with Paraiba. So, you know, that's going to jumpstart a lot of action. Some big leaders joining us. So I expect that streamline to get real nice this summer. Real nice. Okay, let's get started, guys. We're a couple minutes past the hour here. So, you know what? I think maybe we can record this, unless someone is recording it. Okay, very good. So guys, welcome to our Paraiba overview. My name is Michael Zavitz. I'm from Ontario, Canada, and we're going to give you some information today that can help bring you potentially some extra crypto income on a daily basis that can honestly change your life over time. That is the potential here. That is the potential. We already have people making thousands of dollars a day, believe it or not, in Paraiba. I've seen it. It's happening. And so the potential here is incredible. Whether you're looking to make an extra few $100s per day, extra few $1,000s per day, or even more than that, that is the potential here with Paraiba. And I don't want to make it sound like it's something that is paying some astronomical amount of daily money to everybody, because that's not how it works, right? We don't want to join a company that's paying out too much, because those don't last. We're done with those, right? I think all of us on this call, I know you guys are smart. I know you guys have seen what's out there, and you know that you cannot be with a company that's paying ridiculous sums on a daily basis, 2, 3, 4, 5% per day. We're done with those, right? We want to be with a company doing things smarter, doing things better, doing things right. And so what I'm going to show you today is a company that I believe is doing all three of those things. So I am not Paraiba, I'm an employee. I am an independent affiliate just like you. So let me just give you some quick facts on Paraiba here. We'll get into the details of how you can get paid passively, having it work while you're out doing whatever else, okay? Sleeping, eating, on vacation, that money's still working for you. And I'm gonna show you some of the active side of this, whereby if you wish to share Paraiba with others, you can get paid handsomely for doing so. So the company Paraiba has been around since October of 2019, and for official registration purposes is registered in Hong Kong. Our CEO is Erich Ely. He lives in Germany. I've had the opportunity to talk with Erich and have many great discussions with him. He's a solid guy. He's been around the block in crypto. He's a crypto trader himself. He understands crypto. And he's the right guy to have behind the scenes here running this company because he understands what people are looking for. He understands people want something that's solid for the long term. We want sustainability. We don't want something that is flash in the pan, gone in 3 weeks or 2 months, whatever it might be. There's too many of those companies out there, and we don't want to be a part of those. We want to be here with a company that's actually done things right in terms of the numbers. So I believe Erich's put together a company that has the proper numbers that makes sense, and I believe as we go along today, you're going to see that. It's got to be plausible, it's got to be reasonable, and I believe Paraiba's done that. So, let me get into a quick disclaimer, guys, before we really get into things. So it's very important to understand that risk of loss could happen, right? Trading has risk. So there's no guarantees, right? Now, that being said, we believe we certainly have something very solid here, but we have to say this, right? It's very important that everyone understands it doesn't matter what you do online, there is going to be some degree of risk. So don't be using your mortgage money or money you need for food or anything else like that, okay, guys? You need to live when funding Paraiba, okay? If you're going to fund Paraiba, it will be extra money that you have sitting around that you want to do something with, you want to make it grow, okay? That's what you would do. All right, let's get started with our presentation here, guys. Now, what is Paraiba involved with? How does Paraiba make money behind the scenes? How are they going to be paying us? Well, about 95% of the funds being made now in Paraiba comes from cryptocurrency trading. Okay, so hedge trading. They have seven traders working for the company. They also do a little bit of arbitrage trading. Just give you an example of arbitrage trading. Let's say, for example, Binance has Bitcoin at $9,000 and you buy it for $9,000. Maybe you go to BitMEX and you can sell it for $9,100. So you make the difference, right? The difference being $100. You just get $100 profit. That's an arbitrage opportunity in crypto, and those occur every single day, and traders can take advantage of those. Now, here's something interesting about the trading, and this is one reason of many that I believe Paraiba stands out above anything else that's out there right now, because I've never heard of this. So with the traders that work for Paraiba, they are heavily qualified. I know from speaking with our CEO, Erich, he has said that he has gone through quite a few traders to qualify them and make sure that they are the right people, the right traders for this company. And so he's narrowed it down, and now he's got these 7 working for the company right now. And of course, can scale up at will. It's not a problem. He can do that. But here's what's really unique about Paraiba traders is that there is what I'm calling an insurance. Okay, an insurance so that the company never loses. Company never loses. How cool is that? Have you ever heard of a company that never loses? I've never heard of that. That's pretty awesome. So what do I mean by that? So every trader that works for Paraiba has to be one of the best because they have to put up a collateral. So let's say, for example, that they are given 10 Bitcoin to work with, and they have a potential drawdown in their trading of maybe 30%. So potentially they could lose 30%. So what they need to do is they need to put up 3 Bitcoin in a separate wallet that the company holds, and if they get into a drawdown and lose, then the company keeps that 3 Bitcoin. So that's pretty cool. That's like an insurance. That's a collateral that every trader has to put up if they want to work with Paraiba. Now, one of the advantages of that is a trader is going to think twice before doing anything that maybe they shouldn't be doing, okay? And they're going to be very careful and do things right. And it's going to attract the best traders to Paraiba because only the best would make sure that they're winning almost all the time and not get into a severe drawdown situation, right? So that's pretty awesome. We have a company here that never loses because of that insurance scenario. I like that. That's pretty cool for the long term. I like how that's been set up. Okay, let me move on here. Now, what does Paraiba pay us? Well, the company will pay us anywhere from 0.3% to 0.5% on your investment, on your deposit per business day. And let me explain what I mean by business day. The company will pay us 4 days per week, which is Thursday to Sunday. In Europe, it's late Wednesday to Saturday here in North America, so 4 days per week. Now, of course, the first question that popped up in my mind is, why is the company only paying us 4 days per week? Well, actually, the explanation makes a lot of sense. It comes back to how sustainable for the long term do we want the company to be, and what makes sense from a trading standpoint. It's nice to have those other 3 days as a cushion, whereby maybe the other days, or maybe there's 1 day in the week, as an example, where the trading activity is lower, or maybe there's, it's just not, what it needs to be. And so the company has a cushion. It has a cushion of those 3 days. So I always look at it as, we want the company to have that strength. I don't need to be greedy. I want a company that lasts for years, and I'm sure you do too. And so it makes sense to me that the company has this strong foundation where they've got those extra days as a cushion, just in case some of those trading days aren't quite up to snuff of what they need to be. And it also helps to pay some of those funds that come in through those extra trading days, comes, and helps to pay for management and for, all the activities of the company's staff and things that they need to do in the background to keep the company going strong, things like events, things like that. So that makes sense to me. That makes perfect sense to me, actually. And so we're getting paid about 16 or so, sometimes it could be 17, maybe 18 days during the month, but about 16 days on average per month the company's going to pay us, 4 days per week. And that's going to still add up pretty nicely as time goes by. Okay, so when you start with Paraiba, what is the minimum you can start with? The minimum is $25. Okay, the minimum is $25. And the minimum reinvestment is $25. Now, do I suggest that you start with $25? Not unless you're going to be adding more pretty quickly. And the reason for that, and you're going to see the numbers here, and I've already talked about the passive component here, what it's going to pay you, right? $25, really, if you just got in with that and never put in any more, it's not going to be that exciting for you, okay? So I don't really recommend that if you were going to get in with $25, that's all you ever did. I would say don't get in at all. And I'm sorry to say that, but that's just the way I feel about it. But you can get in with $25. You can hold it, maybe for a few days, a week or two, something like that, and add some more. That's fine, no problem there. But I would not start with 25 and just leave it at 25. It's not going to make you money. I would suggest, in my personal opinion, and obviously do what is comfortable for you, but really $100 would be the minimum here. But the ideal place to start is $1,000 or more in Paraiba, and you can see why when I talk about some of the other ways to make money here. So $1,000 really makes the most sense. $100 bare minimum, really, but I do have to say $25 is the absolute bare minimum to hold a position. Okay, so the daily deposit and payouts, of course, are all done through crypto, through Bitcoin only right now. Through Bitcoin only. There's no other cryptos that they offer right now. Maybe they will in the future, but it's Bitcoin only right now for deposits and for withdrawals, which can be done once per week. All right, so let's go down, talk a little bit about the different ways we can make money here with Paraiba. There are 5 different ways the company will pay us. 4 of those ways can happen on kind of a passive, active by sharing this. The last way is more of a one-time bonus. So we'll talk about these. The first way is the investment of your own, which you can earn between 0.3% per day up to 0.5% per day on your own deposit. Then we have a first line bonus, which we also call the matching bonus, where you're getting paid off people that you personally refer. And this gets very, very exciting very quickly. We have the pool share, which is our streamline, okay, the streamline pool share. And this one's very exciting right now because you're at the beginning. And the streamline is really cool because you will get paid off of every single deposit that comes in the company after you join, okay? And that's company-wide. So I'm not talking about just the people that you have brought in. I'm talking about everybody in the entire company that joins Paraiba after you will end up in your streamline. And you'll get a percentage of that if you're qualified for it. And we'll get into that. The downline bonus, which is getting paid to infinity, which is very exciting, to infinity off the people in your team. And then we have the ranking bonus, which is getting paid one time for achievements that you make in Paraiba. Okay, let's start with the first one, your investment. I mentioned this very briefly. And the way it works is anywhere from $25 up to $49,999, the company will pay you 0.3% per business day. And anything over $50,000 is 0.5% per business day. Now, 0.3% per business day is approximately 5% per month, and the 0.5% per business day is approximately 8% per month. Now, some of you might be thinking, geez, that doesn't sound like a lot. I'm in the crypto world. I know where I can get so much more. And that's fine. Good luck to you. But will those companies be around in 2-3 months from now? Okay, that's a big question you got to have in mind, right? So I've been around long enough in the crypto space. I've got 25 years of networking experience and 5 years in the crypto space, and I've had a lot of success. I've also failed at a few things. I've seen companies go down. I've seen a lot of companies go down. And those companies are generally paying out too much and don't have things done properly with their whole entire system of how they're doing things. So I'm done with companies like that. If I'm going to give my precious crypto to a company, it's got to make sense. The numbers got to make sense, right? And I believe they make sense here. So these numbers, yes, they're a little bit more conservative than what you might get in some other scam company out there, but I don't want to put my money in a scam company. I want it where I know that the trading is real. I've personally seen the trading, guys. I've personally seen the trading that goes on behind the scenes here with Paraiba, so I know it's real. I know it's real. The CEO personally showed it to me. So I'm going to put my funds where I know that they're working in the right environment and with a company that can sustain with the numbers that they're paying out. So I am going to show you, though, because of the way this is set up, and this is cool, I am going to show you at the end of this a way to potentially make more than the even the 8% per month, okay? We can get it up to even over 10%. And now, if you compare that to anything traditional, that's pretty awesome, okay? I don't want to compare us to a bank or anything like that, because we're not a financial institution or anything like that. But what are banks paying you out there? Not a lot, okay? Not a lot. So in comparison to anything traditional, this blows away anything like that. All right, blows away anything like that, and we can get these numbers up a little bit. And of course, if you decide to share Paraiba with other people, and wow, can it ever get exciting? Can it ever get exciting? And you don't even need to share it with that many before it can get really exciting. So let me get into that. So the first way that the company will pay you by sharing Paraiba with others is called the first line bonus. This is also known as the matching bonus. It's also known as the matching bonus because once you reach the peak of this, which is at the bottom there, you can see the bottom right, 0.3%. The company's going to pay you exactly what every single person in the business is making that you have personally sponsored, right? Because that's what they make. Anything $49,999 and under, they're making 0.3% per day off those funds, right? So you will too. You will too. So that's pretty awesome. So let me explain how this works. You need to have at least $100 yourself. Okay, so that's that first column you see there under your deposit. You need to have at least $100 yourself and anyone that you personally refer. Okay, this is only your first line that I'm talking about. Only those you personally refer. Everybody that you personally refer needs to have $100 as well for this to work out. Okay, so when you have at least 1 to 4 people here, so 1 to 4 people, the company's going to pay you 0.05% of the daily earnings off the deposits of all those first line people. And then when you make it all the way up to 20, and you know what? Maybe it takes you 2 weeks. Maybe it takes you 2 months. That's okay. Maybe 6 months to share this with 20 people. That's all right. This is a marathon, not a sprint. You don't need to get there tomorrow, but if you can, that's great. And leaders see the big value of this. They got a list. You got any kind of list, guys. 20 is not a lot of people, right? So just a couple of people, per week, you're going to be there in 3 months. No problem at all, right? I think we can all do that. Do we know 2 people who want to have the crypto working, making a daily profit 4 days per week? I think there's a lot of people who like to do that. It's over about anything else they're doing right now. There's lots of people out there looking at it, right? So 20 people will get you to that maximum of 0.3% per day. So you're making the same thing as all the people that you brought in are making. That's why it's called also a matching bonus, right? So that can get very, very exciting once, people are bringing in, thousands of dollars. That can be a big number over a pretty short period of time, as you can imagine. All right, let's do business. And certainly this is going to be an awesome opportunity 6 months from now, 1 year from now, even 2 years from now. I believe that. But right now is a really great, great time. And I'm excited that you guys are seeing this right now because of this pool share, which is the streamline. So the streamline, as I mentioned earlier, everybody that comes in after you, all of those deposits, company-wide, you can get a percentage of that number. Now, there's some people that have joined on my team that when I told them about this, they got started right away, and now they've got $600,000, $700,000, $800,000 in their streamline that they're getting paid off. That's pretty awesome, okay? Now, the streamline right now, the maximum, I think, if we go to position number 1, is probably in around $5.5 million. $5.5 million, some people are getting paid on, so that's pretty exciting. And, where is this going to be, in 3 months, 6 months, a year from now? We're talking about the potential of the streamline being at 10 million, right? 50 million, 100 million or more, guys, in that streamline. Imagine getting a piece of $100 million. That's pretty awesome. All of you guys on this call right now, I would say that within the next few months, you're going to see your streamline in the millions of dollars. So that's pretty cool. That's why your timing right now is phenomenal. So let me explain how this works. Let's take the first and second one here just to understand it. So with the first pool, you need to have $1,000 yourself, personally working with Paraiba. And you need to have one person or more, but one person with $1,000. It could also be 10 people with $100, as long as it adds up to $1,000 on your first line, okay? When you do that, you're gonna get a piece of the first pool, Now, let me give you an example of how they calculate this out. Just one quick math example. Let's say that the pool, and we're gonna see this, by the way, guys. We're gonna show the back office after this, and we're gonna see exactly how the streamline works and exactly what kind of numbers are being created in streamline. But just to give you a math example, if you had $2 million in the streamline, the company multiplies that number by 0.05%, and then it pays out to the number of people that are qualified in that pool. Okay, so in pool 1, that would work out to $1,000. If you had 50 people in that pool qualified, then it would pay out $20 per person per day in that pool. Okay, so that's how the pool works. They take the number and they multiply it by 0.5%, and then they divide it by the number of people that are qualified for that particular pool. We've got 7 pools, as you can see, and obviously as you move up in these pools, they're paying more right now. Some of them are paying big numbers, hundreds of dollars per day to people, because there's not a lot of people yet qualified, right? Because this started in October 2019, but mostly in just the German market. So there's a few thousand Germans here in Paraiba, but not a lot of others, right? Now we're just getting it out to the English market. So this is just starting to grow now. The streamline's just starting to grow, but there's some people that have qualified now for pools 5 and 6, and wow, were they ever exciting. You're gonna see that here afterwards when we show the back office. So just to give another example, the second pool there, you can see it there. You would need $5,000 yourself, working personally, 3 direct people on your front line with a total of $5,000. And then you're getting pool number 2, whatever that makes on a daily basis. So this can get very exciting, very, very exciting. And as I said, those of you that are here now, wow, you're gonna have millions of dollars in your pool as this company grows, and you can potentially get a piece of that as you qualify for it as time goes by. All right, the next way that we get paid, guys, is the downline bonus. And for many of you, for those of you that have decided, hey, I'm gonna build this, I'm gonna share this particular income over time can and will be one of your biggest. And here's why it gets very, very exciting. One of the big reasons is it pays to infinity. Now, whenever I hear that, I get a little bit, I start having questions in my mind. Well, can the company afford to do that? Well, yeah, it can afford to do that because the percentages are not outrageous. They're not outrageous, right? They've been thought about properly. So the way this works, guys, is you need to have $1,000 yourself. You need to have $1,000 yourself in order to qualify for this. And you need to have some front line, so your first level deposits of $1,000. All of those people need to have $1,000. And depending on how many you have, from 1 to 20, you can see the percentages on the right-hand side of what you will get for every single person in your entire group. Not just those people that have 1,000, but everybody. You will get that percentage off everybody, okay? So as an example, if you had 4 people that had 1,000, you would have 0.01% per day earnings from those people. But if you have 20, it moves up to 0.04% per day, okay? Not just from those people, but from everybody to infinity. You can imagine how big this company is going to be over time. So again, another great reason you're here today is because those of you that have decided to share this, you have the potential of a very big downline in Paraiba. This time was 5, okay? And these numbers can really, really begin to add up. And the last way we get paid, guys, is our ranking bonus. And this is a one-time bonus achievement paid by the company. There's 6 different diamond levels. The company will pay you this one-time amount, all the way from the yellow gemstone to the Paraiba blue diamond gemstone. And by the way, guys, Paraiba does mean gemstone. It is a blue gemstone. And the company will pay you if you're yellow. You've got if you've got $1,000 yourself, and in your first line you've got $1,000. The company will pay you a one-time $10. Now, that doesn't sound like a lot, but it's a start. But you can see it moves up and it gets real nice, right? So as a green, you need to have $10,000 yourself, and then 5 to 9 individuals on your first line with a minimum of $5,000 in total. And 1 blue member, the company will pay you $1,000. And this goes up all the way to the Paraiba blue diamond, as you can see, and that's $25,000 the company will pay you once you qualify for that. And we've seen people already qualify. I've seen people qualify for purple. They've got that 15,000. Or they got that 5,000 rather. So that's exciting. That's exciting to get those big amounts. And of course, you can throw that right back into your trading account with Paraiba, right? And get that money working if you want to. Probably up to you. So that gets really exciting. Okay, so that's it for the presentation, guys. And let me just clear one more thing with you. And I talked in the beginning about how do you get a little bit more passively out of Paraiba. Okay, how can you get a little bit more passively out of Paraiba? Let me just show you some numbers real quick. Because in the back office, you actually have these ability to get these packages. Let's bring it up here. These are called the Quick Start Programs, QSP. And in the back office, when you go to pay for any deposit, these are back there. These packages are back there. Now, mind you, this is going to be for somebody that has a little bit more money right off the bat. But those people are out there, guys. Those people are out there. And once they see what we have here with Paraiba, they see we're a real company, they see we're set up for the long term, there's real trading going on, and the potential, the numbers, the way this company is set up, you get very exciting, right? So I'm just going to give you an example of the first one here, this first one in the top left corner, the QSP2. If you had $10,000 sitting around doing nothing, wanted to get to work, here's how you can set it up so you can make a decent monthly income almost right off the bat, okay? Now, I want to make sure you guys understand this is just, an example. Right? I don't want to say it's an absolute guarantee. The example I'm giving here, as you can see in the bottom left, the assessment basis is a streamlined volume of 2 million. Okay, so all these examples you're seeing, you need to have 2 million in your streamline in order to get the approximate numbers that we're showing here. Okay. Now, that being said, most of you here, almost all of you here, if you're in Paraiba, you will eventually have $2 million in your streamline here in the coming weeks. That's going to happen. All right. So if you had $10,000 sitting around, here's how you would set it up in order to maximize. You would not put the $10,000 in just one account. It doesn't make sense. So what they've done, because you're getting those percentages off that, the first line bonus, right? The first line bonus, downline bonus, those are all there. So to take advantage of that, this company has set these up where you have these funds sitting on your first line, okay? On your first line. These are all owned by you. All these accounts are owned by you. So your main account would have $5,000 in it, and then you would have 5 sub-accounts in your name of $1,000 each. 5 sub-accounts in your name of $1,000 each, total of $10,000. So the approximate daily profit there, as you can see, if you did that, if you set it up that way, would be about $64 per business day and a monthly profit of over $1,000 right away. And if you do the numbers on that, obviously the math, you're making over 10% right off the bat. Okay, so that's how you can get these numbers up a little bit if you take advantage of the quick start programs. Now, you don't need $10,000 even to take advantage of the way this is set up. Let's say you've got $2,000. If you've got $2,000, you can put $1,000 as on the first position, then sign up a second account underneath the first account. It'll be in your name, all the same information, even the same email, okay? Just a different username and password. Put that $1,000 in that second account underneath the first one. And now you're making more money because you've structured it properly. Okay, so this is not stacking, this is simply your own account underneath your first one. It's not multiple levels, it's not set up to benefit you that way. It's just the first level, okay? So this can get very exciting if you set this up properly, guys. Set this up properly. Don't put all your funds in that first account unless you need to qualify. Set a few up underneath that first account. It can get very exciting for you very quickly. Okay, take advantage of the way everything is structured here. Okay, I'm going to stop sharing here, and I'm going to ask Stefan if. Okay, well, we got 40 people on here. Awesome, guys. So, guys, we're going to show a little bit of the back office, the new back office, because the new back office just launched, and it's slick. It's slick. It's got a few more functionalities than the old site, and I like it. It looks good. We're going to see the streamline and more of a real-time number. So, you know, that streamline, you know, it's growing. You know, every hour you see that thing ticking up. And think about this, guys, as a free member, that streamline starts working for you for 30 days. For 30 days, that streamline starts working. It's in there. So you're going to see the numbers start to jump up. Now think about when you sponsor a free member and every day they log in there, they see that streamline going up and up and up, and they're missing out. They're missing out because they haven't upgraded. So that's pretty cool that we're seeing that streamline growing every hour now of every day. It's going up and up and up. And every day that somebody does not upgrade, they're missing out. They're missing out. Okay, so if you're not already a free member, I would encourage you to sign up immediately because that streamline is going to start to grow for you. You're going to start to see it grow. And it's going to get into the millions of dollars for many of you, almost all of you, on this call, okay, over the next few weeks. So take advantage of the time that you have right now, and of course get qualified for it and start to earn from the pools. As this thing grows, that money grows, that profit grows for you, okay? Let me unmute Dirk here. I think we're going to see Dirk's back office. Dirk, are you, I pressed the ask to unmute button. There you go. There you go. Hey. Good to see you. Good to see you.
How are you?
But before you start talking, one second. Before you start talking, Dirk, guys, let me tell you who Dirk is real quick. For those of you that don't know who he is, Dirk is an awesome guy, full of energy. He's a professional motivational coach, and he actually is. He owns and is part of Poseidon, okay, the Poseidon group, and he has these retreats, okay, for people that he brings over, and you know what? He shows you how to create success in life. So he knows what he's talking about, and he's got huge success here with Paraiba, and he's going to show us his back office. We may need a little bit of translation because Dirk prefers German, but we have Stefan with us here, my outline, who can translate a little bit. Do I need to unmute you, Stefan? Okay, there we go. Let me know if that worked. So Stefan may, he may translate for us a little bit for you all. But we're going to see some big numbers here. Dirk has had huge success in a matter of just a couple of months. And so go ahead, Dirk.
Thanks a lot, Mike. Stefan, hörst du mich?
Ja.
Sehr schön, mein Flügelmann. Also erstmal wunderschönen Abend an den Männern und an den Frauen. Wir sind ja ein bisschen gemischt.
So good evening to everybody, to all the men and women here.
Ja, ich bin total elektrisiert seit 2 Monaten, seitdem das hier passiert ist, wo man mich angesprochen hat auf Paraiba.
I'm really electrified since 2 months when I was told about Paraiba.
Also Michael, erstmal danke für deine sensationelle Präsentation. Ich finde dich ja so richtig geil, ja. Also du bist ein richtig geiler Typ.
Michael, thank you for your awesome presentation. I really think you're a very great guy.
Ja, die Vorgeschichte ist, denke ich, mir auch wichtig, bevor wir auf den Backoffice reingehen. Ich bin 30 Jahre mittlerweile auf dem Markt und trainiere halt Network-Firmen weltweit, die mich dann als Coach buchen.
So a little bit to my history before we go into the back office. I'm on the market since 30 years and many MLM companies are booking me to speak for them.
Ich habe mich ganz konzentriert, ich habe 2 eigene Hussergärten gebaut. Der eine steht in der Türkei, in Kema, ist der größte Europas, der andere in Österreich, weil ich halt Teamtrainings mache.
I make team trainings with people. I have built 2 high rope facilities in Europe. One is in Turkey, directly at the sea.
Und ja, vor 2 Monaten, kurz, also Anfang März, hat mich dann der Mario angesprochen, den ich seit über 10 Jahren kenne. Der bucht mich meistens und bringt den Kontakt her, wenn er in einer Network-Firma ist.
So in the beginning of March, my friend Mario, who I know since 10 years, has approached me and wanted to book me for a convention.
So, und da habe ich einen Erich kennengelernt und die Philosophie, ihr habt das ja schon gehört, aber da muss ich vielleicht noch mal kurz reingehen, die Philosophie ist für mich einfach gigantisch auf dem Markt.
And then I met Erich, who is the CEO of Paraiba, and I was excited about the philosophy that he has with Paraiba.
Ich meine, er hat genug Erfahrung gemacht, der Erich hat natürlich auch sehr viel Geld verloren, wie wir hier auch in dubiosen Geschäften als Investor.
He has made a lot of experiences in several companies. He also lost a lot of money with companies.
Und irgendwann hat er gesagt, jetzt habe ich die Schnauze voll und hat halt Paraiba gegründet am 1.10.
And at some point he was just fed up with it and he decided to found his own company, Paraiba, on the 1st of October 2019.
Und diese Idee zu haben, dass die Trainer also kein Befugnis da haben, ist natürlich schon gigantisch, ist auch eine Sicherheit. Aber das, was er mit denen aushandelt, ist ja einzigartig auf dem ganzen Weltmarkt.
And it's gigantic, the idea that he had with the traders that they don't have access to the money and even beyond that to build in a security.
Also wo er mir dann erzählt hat, ja, die Trainer müssen sich bei ihm vorstellen mit Lebenslauf, von wo die wohnen, müssen wenigstens eine Historie haben von 10 oder 15 Jahren, sonst kommt gar keiner zu mir ran, ja.
So the traders have to be fully transparent, have to show up with passport, with their history, trading history. They have to have at least been trading for 10 to 15 years.
So, und wo er mir dann gesagt hat, alles klar, wenn ein Trader dann in der engeren Wahl ist, als Beispiel, er kriegt ein Konto vom Erich, mit wem 10 Bitcoins drauf ist, dass er damit traden kann.
So for an example, when some trader comes into the closer circle, he is probably given an account of 10 Bitcoin, for example.
Und er dann sagt zu den Trader, wenn ihr jetzt alle Trader werdet machen, alles klar, ihr dürft mit mir traden, was ist dein Stop-Loss, wie viel machst du maximal Minus?
And then he asks him what the maximum drawdown would be for his trading.
Und wenn der Trader dann sagt 20% und Erich sagt dann, alles klar, schickst du mir erstmal von dir diese 20% Minus schon mal vorab auf mein Konto, dann darfst du traden. Also das ist natürlich schon ein Wahnsinn.
And then when the trader says 20%, then Erich says, okay, very clear. So you send me now 2 Bitcoin to my account before you can even start trading. And that's really an awesome feature.
Wo ich da gehört habe, habe ich gesagt, da gibt es ja gar keinen Trader, der das macht. Das war sofort meine Reaktion.
So my first reaction was, that's crazy, there would be nobody, no trader doing that. It's crazy.
Aber er hat sein Team zusammengekriegt und das war natürlich faszinierend, weil das Geld von der Kompanie kann niemals Minus werden, sondern es kann nichts passieren. Also das ist schon eine gigantische Sache.
But nevertheless, he got his traders on board, and it's really gigantic that we have this built-in security that the company can never lose any money in trading.
Dass man versteht, wie er tickt. Ich habe dann gesagt, das ist ja gigantisch, und er hat gesagt, nein, das ist nicht gut, wenn der Trader verliert, weil ich brauche Rendite und das ist für mich wie ein Verlust, auch wenn ich keinen Verlust mache.
And so that you understand how he's thinking, he said, when the traders are losing, that's not a good thing, because then I don't make any profits, and I need the profits to pay out the members.
Ja, und dann irgendwo sind wir näher gekommen, und dann habe ich natürlich gestartet, erstmal so ein bisschen unter dem Radar. Also die ersten 4 Wochen war nur der innere Cycle, also Stefan, du gehörst auch mit dazu, und natürlich auch der Michael, das war wirklich so eine verschworene Gruppe.
And then I started there. Within the first 4 weeks, I was more under the radar and just set up my inner circle team, some leaders.
Aber was ihr jetzt seht, ist natürlich live, und für mich ist das Wichtigste, wir können hier nicht lügen. Ja? Das ist, glaube ich, eines der ganz wenigen Systeme, wo ein Leader die Wahrheit sagen muss.
And what you are seeing here is live, is my actual account, so we can't lie to you. You see the real numbers here.
Ich werde jetzt einfach noch mal kurz durchgehen, dass ihr es einfach seht. Maike hat ja schon alles erzählt. Nochmal eine kurze Sache, die ihr seht hier.
So I will show you quickly all
Seht
this.
ihr das?
Yeah.
Hallo?
Yeah.
Okay.
All what Michael already told you about the different bonuses you will see live in the back office. On the bottom left you see my deposit, my actual deposit of 30k.
Ja, und ihr wisst, bis 49.999 Dollar gibt es 0,3%, ab 50.000 0,5%, das 16 Tage im Monat, jeden Donnerstag, Freitag, Samstag, Sonntag.
And you know that you will get 0.3% on any deposit below 50k and above that 0.5% for 4 days a week.
Und dann rechne ich einfach aus 0,3%, dann siehst du hier halt einfach vom Deposit, was ich täglich jetzt kriege, sind 90 Dollar.
So you can calculate that number times 0.3%, and you see in the middle under deposits $90 per day.
So, dann haben wir diese First Line.
Then we got our first line.
Maximum ist halt 0,3%. Ihr seht, ich habe 22 First Liner, da kommt noch keiner mehr rein, weil braucht nicht mehr, weil ich unterstütze natürlich die First Line.
Here you see my first line is consisting of 22 people. I won't add any more people because I'm supporting my team.
Und da haben 0,3%, also jetzt in der 8. Woche sind wir drin, $109.000 nur aus der First Line. Ja?
And I've been here with my account for 8 weeks now, and already there are $109,000 in there, and I get the maximum of 0.3% paid on that amount.
Das siehst du dann hier, First Line Bonus, $325 täglich.
So here you see the $325 per day.
So, und jetzt schaut euch das an, Downline, das in 8 Wochen. 1,13 Millionen, da muss ich euch auch allen Danke sagen, weil das schafft man nur, wenn ein Team funktioniert.
And now you can look at my downline. Within 8 weeks, we managed with the whole team. I really am very grateful to my whole team. Otherwise, I wouldn't have been able to accomplish that. It's already at $1.13 million.
Alles noch unterm Radar, ja.
And that's all while I've been under the radar.
Und da sind 4.084 Menschen oder Accounts unter passiert.
And below this account, there are already over 4,000 accounts have been created.
Also auch da 0,04%, den höchsten Prozentsatz, und das macht am Tag halt $443.
And there also I'm getting the highest percentage of 0.04%, which is altogether $443 per day.
Und jetzt kommt halt das Schlachtschiff, dieses Streamline.
And now we get to the streamline.
Also was da passiert, das muss man sich vorstellen. Ja? Ich war immer derjenige, der auch extern gesagt hat, das nützen die besten Systeme wenn eine Company nicht funktioniert. Dann nützt dir gar nichts, wenn du ein gutes System hast.
So I was always one who said, what use are the best systems when the company behind it doesn't function?
Also war nie für mich das System interessant, sondern die Menschen, die dahinter gestanden haben.
So I wasn't interested in the system, but in the people who are behind the company.
Aber was hier passiert, also das ist wirklich einzigartig. Es gibt nur eine Linie, ja.
But what is happening here is really unique. There is just one line.
Hier gibt es kein Neid, weil alle freuen sich, wenn irgendeiner etwas tut, weil alle profitieren davon. Alle.
So here everybody is profiting from everybody. There is no envy here.
So, und wenn jetzt einer dazukommt, ihr seht hier die ID-Nummer 13.998.
Here you see the last ID number, 13,998.
Und wenn jetzt einer dazukommt, kriegt er jetzt der nächste 13.999.
So the next one signing up, we get 13,999.
So. Und alles, was jetzt passiert, ob der Michael aus Kanada jetzt jemand wieder die Möglichkeit gibt, oder unser Amerikaner, oder der Deutsche, oder aus dem kleinen Dorf, egal was, ihr kennt die alle gar nicht, müssen unter euch kommen.
And everybody, what happens after him joining, doesn't matter if it's from Michael in Canada or from somebody in Germany or wherever on the world somebody is signing anybody up, it all is being placed below this number.
Das ist, ja, jetzt seht ihr gerade, ist wieder einer dazugekommen, 13.999, die Nummer ist jetzt vergeben. Und der hier, der 13.998, kann ich euch sagen, der ist auch aus unser Team, weil der kommt aus Kamerun, weil ich letzte Woche Kamerun eröffnet habe.
So you see, just now somebody joined and got the number 13,999. And below this is one of Cameroon. I know this guy, he is from our team as well. And he will be happy that he has now already the next people below him.
Jetzt haben wir 14.001 und 14.000. Das ist crazy, das ist abgedreht, das ist faszinierend, wenn du siehst, was da passiert. Ja? Da ist ein Holländer, da ist ein Österreicher, wir sind also wirklich international.
So this is really crazy if you watch this happening, how quickly people are signing up from various countries. Here's an Austrian guy, here's a Holland guy who has signed up. It's amazing to watch this.
So, was jetzt passiert ist folgendes, du startest mit 0 in der Streamline und jetzt kommen die Leute da drunter und alles, was sie jetzt investieren, zählt für eure Streamline.
And what's happening here is that you are starting out with $0 in your streamline. And now everybody who is joining after you and any deposit that is being made from those people is being put into your streamline.
So, und das heißt also, deine Streamline, es wird dann nochmal einen Urknall gegeben, und deine Streamline ist immer wichtig für deine Pools.
And this streamline is very important for the pool payouts.
Das hat der Mike ja sensationell erklärt, aber jetzt seht ihr es einfach mal mit Zahlen.
And Michael has already explained it to you, and now you see the actual numbers that are possible.
Wie gesagt, wenn du 1000 in ein Investment hast und hast einen eigenen Account oder jemand gesprochen mit $1.000, bist du im Pool 1 drin.
So as long as you have invested $1,000 and you have one person below you with $1,000, you are already in Pool 1.
So, und du musst jetzt deine Streamline nehmen, also deine vorhandene Streamline mit dem Rechnungsfaktor, mal 0,05% durch die Anzahl, die im Pool sind.
And the way it's being calculated is you take the number which is in your streamline right now, the 5.2 million in this case, multiplied by 0.05%, and then you divide it by the number of people who are qualified for this pool.
Und dann macht es am Tag aus $4,24 zusätzlich.
And here you see per day this amount is $4.24.
Und wenn jetzt zum Beispiel einer jetzt hier drin ist, der überlegt noch, der hätte die 13.999 kriegen können, und jetzt stell mal vor, irgendeiner von denen macht jetzt einfach mal ein QSP-Paket mit 20.000, 30.000. Dann ist der raus. Das wäre eure Streamline gewesen.
And now for anybody who is now sitting on the line and waiting or thinking about joining, imagine that somebody from these people here who just joined recently would start with a quick start package of $10,000 or so. he would have landed in your streamline if you would have signed up beforehand.
So, jetzt Pool 2, wisst ihr auch, hat der Mike auch schon gesagt. Dann wieder diesen Rechnungsfaktor, also 5000 Eigeninvest, 3 Direkte mit 5000, das macht dann hier mit dieser Streamline aus 16,73 $.
So for pool 2, you see again the streamline times 0.05%. You get the $16.73. In this case, you have to have a minimum investment of 5k to get into this pool and have at least 3 people with altogether 5k invested.
So, und wie ihr seht, ich bin schon mittlerweile im 5. Pool angelangt.
And as you can see, I have already reached pool 5.
Und das Abgedrehte ist hierbei, wenn du in Pool 4 bist, kriegst du trotzdem 3-2-1 bezahlt. Ja? Du kriegst alle Pools bezahlt.
And the crazy thing here is if you are in pool 4, you also get paid on pool 3 and pool 2 and pool 1. So you get every pool.
Und wenn ich jetzt dieses Pool zusammenrechne, dann macht das einfach aus $364 aus den Pools.
So if you add these numbers up, then it makes $364 just from the pools.
Das heißt, mein täglicher Verdienst liegt mittlerweile bei $1223.
Which means my daily profit is already at $1,223.
In 8 Wochen.
I've now reached that within 8 weeks.
Okay, und wenn ich jetzt in Pool 6 reinkomme, da fehlt nicht mehr viel.
And as soon as I reach pool 6, that is not far off.
Das heißt, dann bekomme ich $368, steht ja schon hier drin für mich. Ist ja schon gebucht.
Then I will be getting an additional $368, which you can already see here calculated.
Hab natürlich mehr First-Line-Bonus dadurch und dann liege ich hier mit diesem Dashboard irgendwo zwischen $1,800 und $2,000 täglich steigend.
And with this point I will also have more first-line bonus as well, and then I will be at around $1,800 to $2,000 per day.
Also das in 2,5 Monaten zu schaffen, ich habe sowas noch nie gesehen, muss ich ganz ehrlich sagen.
And I really have to tell you, to reach such a point within 2.5 months, I have never seen this possible anywhere else.
Jetzt seht ihr Rankbonus, die ersten 4 Ranks habe ich auch schon, oder habe ich definitiv auch schon geschafft.
And on the right side you see the rank bonus. You see that I have already reached the first 4 of them.
Das siehst du dann hier unten nochmal. Das siehst du, das sind $6.110, die ich durch den Rankbonus erreicht habe bis jetzt.
From this I have gotten $6,110 so far.
Und um Red zu werden, seht ihr, ich brauche jetzt noch 2 Reds, dann 2 Purple, dann werde ich Red und dann sind es $15.000. Also werden wir diesen Monat auch noch schaffen.
So to reach the next level, the red level, I need to have 3 purple in my team, and this I will also manage to get there in the next few weeks.
So, und dann siehst du einfach ein sensationelles Backoffice. Wenn ich hier auf Team gehe,
on the left side, when you click on team,
dann sehe ich jetzt meine ganze First Line. Schaut euch das mal an. Das ist sowas von gigantisch.
So there you can see my whole first line. It's gigantic how it's being displayed.
Und wenn ich jetzt hier irgendwo drauf drücke, dann sehe ich auch einmal seine First Line.
And when I click on somebody, then I can see his first line.
Und wenn ich da drauf klicke, sehe ich den seine First Line.
And again, when you click on somebody there, you see the next level.
Klicke ich da drauf, sehe ich den seine First Line. Und da schau dir mal an, das ist richtig international, das ist gar kein Deutscher mehr. Das kommt in Neuseeland, Amerika, Kolumbien, Kamerun, das hier sind. Also,
So here you see,
schau dir an.
here you see multiple countries in this first line.
Also, mega, also für ein helfen, er hat sein Team helfen.
So this system, this visual system helps you, every leader, it's very practical, you can help your team, you see where they are standing and what they need to get to, and you can help them that way.
So, und wenn ich nochmal auf Finanzen gehe, denke mir, es ist auch mal wichtig, hier seht ihr einfach, was ich mir auch in den letzten 5 Wochen halt mir geleistet habe, nämlich mir runtergeladen habe an Geld.
And when you click on finances, then you see also a very important thing, what I have withdrawn in the past few weeks.
Ja, das könnt ihr dann einfach mal ausrechnen. Alles das habe ich bis jetzt ausgezahlt gekriegt. Und das ist jetzt noch auf Pending. Das ist die nächste Anweisung. Das sind über 14.000 Dollar, die ich mir in 5 Wochen ausgezahlt habe.
So every line which is marked green, I have already gotten on my Bitcoin wallet, and the topmost one will be paid in a few days. It's the last one that I have asked for, and altogether it's about 14,000 US dollars that I have withdrawn so far.
Also Deposit von 20 auf 30, 14.000 rausgeholt, 1.200 Dollar täglich. Ich glaube, da kann man schon ein Grinsen im Gesicht haben.
So that really makes a grin on my face. I have made a deposit of 20,000, which is now on 30,000. I have withdrawn 14,000, and I am already at 1,200 per day. That's an amazing story.
Und wenn ich jetzt Guthaben, zum Beispiel, wenn jemand investieren will, drücke ich hier drauf, gibt den Beitrag zum Beispiel 1.000 Dollar an.
So if you want to make a deposit, you first send the money to your wallet. You click on add money, and then you enter how much US dollar you want to send there.
Sagt berechnen, dann sagt er die BTC-Zahl, die du geben musst, hier ist der QR-Link und dann hast du Zeit einfach einzuzahlen.
So when you click on calculate, you get exactly the amount of Bitcoin that you need to send, also the QR code and the address of course, and you have 3 hours to make the payment.
Und wenn du jetzt siehst, hier, ich habe ein Guthaben noch von 900 Dollar, das zeige ich euch jetzt mal, wenn ich ein Reinvest mache.
And here on my balance you could see that I have a balance of 900 US dollars.
Dann gehe ich hier einfach auf Portfolio. Oh, warte. Seht ihr? Oder bin ich
Ja,
raus?
nicht zu sehen.
Ist weg, die Bildschirm.
Nicht zu sehen?
Nein,
Okay, warte. Dann mache ich nochmal schnell.
jetzt kommst.
Immer noch nicht? Okay.
Gleich.
Ich gehe auf Portfolio.
Ja.
Jetzt
So
gehe
when I
ich
get
auf Portfolio.
in order to reinvest the 900, I click on portfolio,
Sag Deposit.
click on deposit.
Sag das Speichern. Das ist ja jetzt drauf bei mir. Sag Speichern.
It already has the 900, then I just click on save.
Jetzt kriege ich eine E-Mail. Okay.
Then I get an email with a code,
Ähm,
which I have to confirm.
so, jetzt muss ich mal gucken. Warte mal eben.
Just a moment.
Muss ich meine E-Mail öffnen? Seht ihr das?
Nein.
Okay. Also, die habe ich schon gekriegt, die Nummer. Ich öffne doch mal jetzt. Ey, das habe ich noch nie gemacht. Das ist für mich schon eine Katastrophe. Also, ich sehe das jetzt nicht. Doch, warte mal. Ich kopiere mal eben die Nummer.
So I'm copying that number from the email.
Sag senden. Schau mal an, ich bin Profi mittlerweile. Ist das geil?
Aber der PIN hat nicht
Seht ihr das?
Der PIN hat nicht funktioniert.
Okay. Warte, da muss ich glaube ich noch mal rausgehen. Warte, ich gehe jetzt mal raus. Das ist jetzt schon stoppen. Wartet. Seht ihr das jetzt?
Ja?
Das muss ich ja nur größer machen, weil das gefällt mir überhaupt gar nicht. Wie mache ich das denn jetzt? Boah, ist das eine Katastrophe. Also. Warte, ich muss mal eben meine Frau rufen. Schatzi! Komm mal bitte!
Just a moment, I have to call my wife.
Komm mal schnell. Ich habe hier irgendwas. Ich habe den Code gemacht, aber jetzt ist diese Seite hier offen. Kannst du mal eben das wieder zumachen? Ja? Ich bin oldschool, ja, ich bin offline noch, nicht der Mist hier.
So my thing is more the offline mode. I'm an old school guy. So
Ja, warte.
sometimes I need the help of my wife.
So, Upgrade machen. Die $900 sind aber immer noch drauf. Weil ich wollte gerade hier mein Dings machen. Ja, warte. Du musst jetzt hier bleiben.
Ja.
Ich muss noch mal. Ich gehe auf Portfolio, sag Deposit. Ja, C. So, jetzt kriegen Code. Aber da war was nicht draufgegangen. Da bin ich schon draufgegangen. Das funktioniert nicht. Jetzt gehe bei mir im anderen Tablet dran.
Ja. X minus D minus N
C,
X
wo ist du? So.
Okay, that worked.
Looks good.
Jetzt gucken wir. Boom. Und jetzt seht ihr genau das. 31.000 ist nochmal Deposit.
So now you see I have
Balance ist null.
31,300 on my deposit and the balance went down to zero.
Und jetzt könnt ihr genau ausrechnen, dass morgen mittlerweile mehr ist, weil der Online-Umsatz wächst. Jetzt in dieser Kurzpräsentation sind schon wieder 2.000 da reingekommen. Also es ist einfach nur faszinierend. Also ich bin sprachlos und mich haut es da richtig weg.
And now I can also calculate that tomorrow I will have a higher payout because my deposit has been raised now. The downline bonus went up $2,000 since we talked. So the numbers are always climbing higher, and so the daily profit is rising every day.
Das ist halt unser Baby Paraiba.
And that's Paraiba, the system. It's genius.
Awesome. Thanks, Dirk, for that. That's awesome. I mean, look at this.
Also das bizarr. Ich kann euch nur sagen, ihr seid.
Yeah, look at the success in 8 weeks, guys. I mean, this is something that we can all aspire to right here. For those of you that have a bit of a list, for those of you that want to go out and share Paraiba, look what is possible already, right? Look what is possible already in just 2 months, making over $1,000 per day per business day. It's pretty awesome. I think most of you probably live off $30,000 a month. I think I might be all right. I think I'd be okay. Might have to add a couple of cars to the driveway. So, we like that income, Dirk. That's pretty awesome. Congratulations on that success. And we're gonna have a lot more people with back offices like that over the next 1, 2, 3, 4 months. So, guys, that could be your back office if you decide to take some action here with your business, right? Look what's possible. Brick and mortar business. I don't know how quickly that kind of money can be possible in a brick and mortar business. Maybe after 5 years, maybe after 10 years, but 2 months, that's what's possible online. And look, guys, look where we are right now with all this Corona nonsense. People are at home. They want something that can make money while they're at home. They're looking right now, and we've got something for them, something that can be here for years, something that can change their life very quickly. We simply decide to take some action with it, right? So, all right, if there's any questions, guys, you can certainly click on chat at the bottom and type a question if you've got one, and we'll answer it. And if you do have a question and you'd like to vocalize the question, I will unmute you. So I'm just going to go through. If you have a question, guys, just wave your hand. Oh, I already see Athena. How did I know you'd be first? Okay, Athena, you're unmuted.
Just talent, I suppose.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have a question. The structure of Minerva is getting in now in Paraiba. I'm already in, so I get from Minerva a second account. Supposedly, I want the people from my downline, from Minerva, under my downline in my first Paraiba account. Will that be a problem? Will it automatically by name go back to the Minerva account, or I don't know.
Good question. I'm going to defer to either Dirk or Stefan on that since it's relatively new.
Yeah.
If
Yeah.
you can unmute you,
Yeah,
click
go
on the
ahead.
microphone.
Oh, sure. Yeah, hold on. Okay, there we go, guys. Yeah, you're both on mute.
Ja.
Jetzt habe ich. Also, ich glaube, ich habe es verstanden. Also, was ganz wichtig ist.
Ich
und
kann
das
es
kann man
auch in
kurz-
Deutsch machen, wenn du möchtest.
Ja, also ganz wichtig. Das habe ich ja gerade gar nicht erklärt. Vielleicht kannst du noch kurz sagen, Stefan, dass in den nächsten Tagen eine komplette Company runterkommt mit 46.000 Paketen, wo alle hier den Nutzen haben, ja?
Das
So
weiß ich.
for those of you who don't know that, in the next few days, a whole company will come in Paraiba with about 46,000 new accounts created here.
Und jetzt unabhängig, welche Kompanie auch immer da ist, wenn du eine Spiegelung hast, sagen wir mal, das ist eine Kompanie, das sind 46.000 Pakete oder 10.000 Pakete, egal wie, ein bestehendes System.
So it doesn't matter which company is joining, and if you have a company with, for example, 10,000 accounts that is being mirrored into Paraiba,
So. Du setzt dich aber, bevor diese Kompanie kommt, in das System Paraiba rein.
but you actually reserve your spot before the company is being added into Paraiba.
So, jetzt musst du dir vorstellen, hier bist du und jetzt kommt die Spiegelung von dieser Kompanie darunter.
And if you imagine now, here you are, and below that, the whole company is being placed.
Jetzt bekommst du also den ganzen Umsatz, was die Leute von der ganzen Kompanie machen in deine Streamline.
Do you get the whole revenue of everybody who is in this company into your streamline?
So, und jetzt bist du aber noch in dem alten System drin.
And additionally, you are also, of course, in the old system if you have been a member of this other company as well.
Und da ist die Struktur dann nochmal von deiner eigenen Struktur. Ist ja nicht die ganze Kompanie, sondern deine eigene Struktur nochmal enthalten.
And there is the structure that you have built in your own company and the old company as well. Not the whole company, but the structure that you have already built.
Das heißt, du hast zwei Pakete und hast zwei Streamlines.
That means you have two accounts and have two streamlines.
Das ist Irrsinn.
That's crazy.
Okay.
Yeah, go ahead, Athena, because I don't know if that answered your question.
Not quite.
So the question was, just so I understand the question, just to be sure, the question is, you already have an account now. You want to make sure that the people coming in with Minerva fall under that first account that you have now, not necessarily under that second account. So
Yeah.
will that happen?
The question is, I have my account and I'm already building. Not much, but building. Then I have my account that I get from the Minerva part that is coming in. So I get there my second account and have the whole structure beneath. I know that is for the downline part. But if I want the people that I already have in Minerva want to come under my first account in Paraiba.
Then you would have to send them your affiliate link from the first
From the
account
first
and tell them to sign up under this account.
Yeah, okay.
That answers
Yeah.
Aber das muss schnell gehen, bevor die Spiegelung ist.
But better you do that quickly before the
Yeah.
mirroring is happening.
Okay.
Yes. But we only have a few days. So the timing is really big for anyone right now. For anyone right now coming in because of all those thousands of Minerva members that
Yes,
are going to be placed.
that's just the case, and that's why I wondered if I have two accounts with two different reference links. And the one in my Minerva account, in my Minerva downline, let's say, if I give them my first Paraiba account reference link, will they automatically fall into my first?
Of
Or
course,
will they, just because they are in the structure of the Minerva structure? It's a bit
No, if they sign up under your first link, then they will be placed under your first position, of course.
Okay, it's really linked without it's separate from the Minerva part because you have the link, the reference link.
Yes.
Okay. No, that's fine. Thanks.
Okay, very good. I saw John, Wolfpack John. Can you see if I can unmute you if you want a question? I'm not sure if you still have a question or not, John.
I was going to give a different answer. It was the same answer, just with different verbiage, and you guys got it. So I am raised.
Okay, all right, John, thanks.
Stefan, noch eine Sache, aber das ist nicht der einzigste Deal, den wir rausgeholt haben. Wir haben eine nächste Kooperation mit 23.000 Leuten, die werden auch gespiegelt. Und die nächste Kooperation mit 8.000. Wir reden hier von 70.000 Pakete, die in den nächsten 4 Wochen runtergestellt werden. Das muss man sich vorstellen. Jeder Networker muss bewusst sein. Er kriegt 70.000 Pakete und wenn nur 10% davon investieren mit 500, dann reden wir hier von 5 Millionen, 8 Millionen Dollar in der Streamline.
And what is important to know, especially for networkers, very interesting, that this is not the only company that has been joining Paraiba. There's another one coming with, wie viel sind im zweiten?
23.000?
23,000 members, and another one with 8,000 members will be joining within the next 4 weeks. So you can imagine there will be 70,000 new accounts being placed into Paraiba in the next 4 weeks. And if just 10% of those people decide to invest, for example, $500, this means millions of dollars into your streamline. So the timing is really very, very important right now, especially for leaders who want to build big lines.
Yeah, that's awesome. That's awesome. Yeah, Annalise, I see you. One moment. Okay. I've unmuted you. We need to unmute on your side there. Can't hear you yet. There we go.
Okay. I have a question. Is it a binary system, so 2 sides, or you have the people under you? Is it 1 line or is it 2 lines?
It's 1 line. It's not a binary system. It's 1 line. A stream is 1 line. 1 line, the entire company in it.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you. That's what my question is.
Sure.
Okay. Thank you.
Yeah, it's something a little more unique, right? I haven't seen a lot of companies with what seems to be a successful 1 line streamline like this, but this one, wow, I'm excited about it, guys. Excited about it.
Amazing. Yeah.
Guys, I'm just going to go through. You can either raise your hand or you can wave your hand. I'll just try to go through if anyone has any more questions here. And if you want to type it in, of course you can. Hold on. I saw somebody. Christopher? Hold on. You see? There you go. Christopher, go ahead.
Mike, I have already joined
free look see instead of the 30-day free look?
Yes, because we need to give the Minerva members time to think about it when it's presented to them, so that they are not stressed. They have the 60 days to decide whether they want to do a deposit or not.
God, that's an incredible testament to the integrity of this company.
Okay, thanks, John. All right, let me get Annalise again. One moment. I'm gonna mute you here. Okay.
No, thank you. No, I think my hand stays there all the time. I'm just waiting all the time. Today. Oh, now it's gone. So, okay, I have no questions.
All right, thank you. All right, guys, are there any more questions? Any more questions? Just going down, you raise your hand or wave your hand. Just go by one more time. I think we're good. Yeah, okay, we're good. All right. Okay, so guys, I appreciate every one of you being here today. You heard the information. We're in an exciting time right now with the streamline just starting to grow real nice. We're getting into a momentum phase. We've got not one, but two big groups of people coming into Paraiba over the next little while, the coming days and weeks. So guys, big things are happening. Now is the time to take action. Share this with somebody today. If you're just looking at this for the first time, guys, get back with your sponsor, get their referral link, become a free member now, right? Because that streamline is growing by the hour. So you want to have your position in as soon as possible, upgrade it as soon as possible so that you can begin to make a daily profit like we are. We're in the paydays right now, guys, right? Wednesday to Saturday, we're in the paydays right now. So in your next 24 hours, as an upgraded member, you're going to start to see a profit in your back office, Paraiba. So watch it work, guys, because it does work. Watch it work because it does work. Now, before we sign up, I just want to ask Stefan one thing. I believe there is a big worldwide community webinar this weekend. Is that correct, Stefan?
Yes, on Saturday. It's on 2 p.m. European time, which is
what, 8 a.m.?
8 a.m. EST.
Yeah. Okay. And what?
Oh yes, 2 p.m. is the English one. Yes. Yeah.
Okay. So it's at 8 p.m. 8 a.m. Eastern time on Saturday. Okay. And what will be discussed on that webinar?
A lot of news that Erich has been working on in the background will be presented at that call. So I would recommend everybody to be there. It will be very exciting.
Very good. So the CEO will be on the call with new information and updates. That's awesome. Okay, great. So we'll put out the information on that, guys, in our team room and certainly in the English community room. That'll all be there. So awesome. Great things happening right now, guys. Appreciate everyone's time today being here. And go make some big things happen, guys. Make it a great day. Thank you. Thank you, guys. Enjoy the rest of your day.